Hey everyone, I'm Tamara Krinsky with the Red Carpet Report, and I am here on the set of Dog with a Blog. The Emmy-nominated show is about to go into its third season, and we're going to talk today with the cast to find out what they've got coming up.
I am, slightly.
Here, I can do that.
You
No.
should see scenes where, well, whatever. I act the show out as a dog, so there are scenes where I'm in her little bed and she's petting me, literally. That's a little person bed, and I'm kind of like snuggled up. And
All right, we are here getting the inside scoop on what it is like to play Stan, the dog.
Right.
So what would surprise people most about what you do? And just his voice may sound more familiar to you than his face if you're a fan of the show.
There's the sugar. I would say the thing that would surprise people the most is that, as I was alluding to, I rehearse the show as the dog. So when we do the entire story, I'm out in the living room. I'm here in the park. I've been right here, like crawling around. Not so much crawling, but go to a spot and act the play out from a dog's perspective. Yeah.
So wait, so break this down. So during
Yeah.
rehearsals,
Yeah.
you're actually playing Stan, not the dog.
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah. I think we learned early on that a dog can only do one finite thing at a time, and that wasn't really conducive to rehearsing the show as a play, which is kind of how you rehearse a 4-camera show. And writers make a lot of changes, and the best way to hear the show and see the relationships form was to have me actually rehearse the show. This was something we discovered in the pilot. I don't think anyone expected that was going to be the best way to go about it, especially myself.
So would you say over time that you have taken on more of, and tell me the name of the current dog,
Mick.
more of Mick's gestures, or do you think Mick has taken on more of your gestures? Have you invented more things that the writers have tried to get him to do and his handlers have tried to get him to do?
I like to think that I get the ball rolling from Mick, but I see what you're saying, and there are a lot of things that I've kind of taken on. Mick does a thing with his, when he's curious about something, I think I've started doing. Just basically losing interest in the scene is something I do a lot, which Mick is pretty good at. So I'd say it's 50-50. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a real collaboration.
It really is. He finishes my sentences. But it is an incredible working relationship between myself, Steve Solomon, who's the dog trainer, and Mick the dog. It was a happy surprise, to be honest. I didn't know the show would go 4 episodes, let alone I think we're into 60-something now.
And let alone you've been nominated for an Emmy for your work on the
Well,
show.
Thank you for pointing that out. That's very nice of you.
Welcome.
It was very exciting. It was kind of a fantasy camp exercise for me. I don't think you ever expect something like that to happen, but you think, wow, what if I got an Emmy nomination for something? It's kind of like don't touch the Stanley Cup until you win it. I'm not gonna let secrets out until someone's handing me prizes.
Excellent. Well, I wish you the best of luck in season 3, and I hope you get to read that
It's
speech.
nice talking with you.
Thanks so much for joining us here on the Red Carpet Report. If you like the video, please click like, and if you want to see more, hit subscribe. And make sure to tune into Disney Channel for season 3 of Dog with a Blog.